How you doing, guys? GoreTCG here, and today we have another market watch. Really like doing market watch. It keeps me up to date with what's up in the market and how the cards are going and all the stuff, yada yada yada. You get the point. And yeah, so from last video that I did for the market watch, kind of a lot of things kind of change, and I really want to make this video as short as possible. But I want to start with the Abysscraft structure deck. All the other structure decks, let me see if I have them in here. Yeah, all the other structure decks are around 20 to 25, 27, if this, or even this cheap, for all the structure decks. Now, for Abysscraft, on the other hand, it's got a little bit out of hand. So let's see. So in here, looking at it, we see some of them got sold for 35, 39, 30 bucks. So it almost doubled in price. So if you want to get your hands on a starter deck for Abysscraft, you will have to pay at least 40 bucks. I was looking at them on eBay, and same thing, they kind of already sold out, and you're probably going to be spending 30 to 40 to 50 bucks on starter deck for Abysscraft. But yeah, maybe you're lucky enough to get your hands on some from, you know, on one of them from someone either on Facebook Marketplace or Discord. But let's talk about what cards come in there and why they are good, or the reason why the structure deck went up in price. So we have Playful Necromancer, $6. Market price is a $1 to $2 card, but you see here it's currently a $6 card. Obviously, this is probably a card that you can play in Ghost. So yeah, you can see here the listings. Sully's Abode, I think that's the how do you pronounce that, and Corbin's card and game are selling it for around $6 each, and you can see here in the market they got sold for $5 to $4 to $5. Luna, $2. There's only one listing available, so if you want to play Abysscraft, you either have to play, you know, get your hands on this leader or just buy one of the premium looking versions of the leaders that I will talk into. Now, the other thing that it's very wild, it's this Undying Resentment is out of stock. If I'm not mistaken, the last listing sold was $7, yeah, $8. So you see a big price change from 50 cents to $8. It's I'm lost for words, to be honest, but this is a pretty good card. You can play Necrocharge by dealing just 3 damage and just sending the top card of your deck to the graveyard. Obviously, in the future, there's a lot of cards that you could just replace and all the stuff. We are seeing a lot of stuff from Japan, especially in the new Vanguard collab. We're seeing that the new, well, Abysscraft cards are kind of leaning more into, like the Shadow Paladin cards are leaning more into the Necrocharge theme style. Now you see here Lesser Mummy. Lesser Mummy is probably a card that will be played in the future, so it might be a little bit hard, and at least the price spike wasn't that much. You can see here 34 cents just going to $3, and then it's out of stock. So this card is extremely amazing. Necrocharge 10, it gives itself Storm, and the other basically just playing an Ektar, just for the reason that you could just revive him. He evolves, summons some ghosts, and yada yada yada. And from there on, the rest of the cards in here, like Night Horde, Summon Bloodkin, Midnight Vampire. Let's see, Alucard. It's a little bit weird that Alucard didn't got bought up. Alucard is actually pretty good, and I really like him. Lilith is already got out of the format, and so on and so forth. But you can see here, like, some of the cards are just went up in price and will stay like that. So if for some reason you want to get your hands on this starter deck, you might have to drop that much for it. So yeah, now looking into some sets in here, nothing really has changed. You can get Bahamut boxes for $30, Advent for less than the Reign of Bahamut, but the thing, this is the first printing. And if I'm not mistaken, we have second printing of the Advent somewhere in here. I think I saw them. And we're starting to see all the other sets coming in. You see here the Glory Finder bundle is 120. So if you want to get your friends to play, Glory Finder is pretty much a good way to get them to play the game. At least me and my friends, I just tell them that it's just playing Commander. But yeah, obviously, Buchiro doesn't like, or Cygames doesn't like us comparing it to Commander. It might be a little bit different, but who knows? Maybe we'll see in the future once Glory Finder comes out, and the other Glory Finder exclusive cards comes out. But yeah, now looking into the promos, quick look at it. Nothing really changed that much. You can see here, Bahamut is still that price, and well, no one will probably buy that at that price. You see Tin Soldier, I think it was out of stock last time. Now you see here it's $50. You could get it for cheaper, but yeah, $50 is probably the one price that everybody will sell them. I did bought one recently for $25 if I'm not mistaken, but yeah. Skeleton Fighter, I did sold one of the copies that I had recently, sold it for that same price. So you can see here, the card went up to $30. So yeah, the card looks amazing. I already did a video on that. Looks pretty cool. Leonidas and Silverbolt, and what was the other? I think it's Lucifer. I think it's still not in here. Path to Purgatory, it's still in that price. I'm not even sure how much I spent for this one when I bought it. And Demonic Punk, the Punk Devil, went up in price. It was a $20 if I'm not mistaken last week, and we're looking at $32 if you want the hot stab version of it. Executions are $5, and yada yada yada. Now we are seeing a lot of the, I think, promo pack 6 if I'm not mistaken. So you see here Sparta Sergeant, and let me see if I can see the rest. So they are slowly getting into the market little by little. Hopefully they don't cost that much. Probably the first week everything is going to be inflated. Here you see penguins. Penguins, like last time we talked about it, they were out of stock. Someone bought 23 for $1, and you can see here someone listed 6 for $6, but none of them got sold. So in here you could get your hands on a couple of penguins for only $2. Obviously with those reviews from that seller, it might be a little bit iffy if you want to take your chances, but I always like to give chances to some new sellers, less than 1,000 sales for sure. So we see here all the new cards that come in the new promo pack. The Star Phoenix, Zoe, Princess, and the Evolve. I think this is just for winning tournaments if I'm not mistaken, so this might go down in price. So if for some reason you see that this card is being sold, probably expect to pay probably from $5 to $30 depending on the person until the market settles. But comparing it to other cards like Execution that is worth $5, you can kind of see how much the card will be worth. Same with other cards for winning. Let me see if I remember. I think Execution is the only. Oh, Execution, and there was another one that's I forgot the name. Red Riding Hood, if I'm not mistaken. It's probably like $2 or so, but you can kind of get the point. You will get 2 of them if you win. The Star Phoenix, on the other hand, I think this is a promo pack card, so it might be a little bit hard since each pack of promos comes with 8 and the promo pack comes with 10 different ones, so it might be a little bit hard if you put that into percentage rates to see if you can pull it. But as of now, you don't see any listings as of now. You can finally see the Magical Bishop in here. This is amazing and same as the Heroic Entry, but no listing has been put into them. Gem Step Commander, Elf, Flame Destroyer, Pure Heart Singer, and Frog Cleric are from the new promo pack, so you can kind of see how much people are selling them. But I highly doubt that the Frog Cleric will be that $5 for a long time. So just expect this card to go down in price. The same with all the promos. I think the only one that might be worth something might be Gem Staff Commander. The Star Phoenix, if I'm not mistaken, might be worth something. And Star Phoenix and probably Serpent's Wrath, because a lot of people are playing it in Overflow. Now, obviously with Disdain, I'm not sure if people will keep playing this card, but we will see. Only time will tell. Looking into SPs, just a quick look. Agnes Tachyon, super expensive. Daiwa. The Runecraft taxes are still up in here. Israfil out of stock, and it's been out of stock for God knows how long. I have been trying to get my hands on one, but well, yeah, you can see here $180 was the last listing. Let's see more data here. 160, and it will just remain 160. So if you plan on getting one Israfil or two Israfils, you know how much you have to pay. Alice in Wonderland, I was expecting this card to go down in price since the new since Springfest already ended, but I see a lot of people offloading their copies for 115 to 120. So if you're lucky enough, you can get your hands on Alice for cheaper. Same with all the other cards. It just really depends, and only time will tell. Some of them are slowly going down in price. I think Lilac was, well, you can see here, 80 bucks almost, and now it's 50. So you can see how the cards are slowly going down in price. So just don't go crazy spending on high rarity cards. Gwen's still there. You can see here. Europa is another card that I was looking to talk about. You usually only play one copy of her. Now it's a little bit weird why she got bought out, but you know, it's an amazing card. It looks beautiful. So yeah, you can see here we're starting to enter the cheap section of it. We see Medusa, Annie, Juno, Secret Laboratory, Otohime, Wizard of Oz, Cinderella. I want to get my hands on a Cinderella. It looks pretty good. But yeah, and let's see the last column. Let's see what we have in here. And Gabrielle, I totally forgot that card existed. Alright, and finally but not least, let's talk about leader cards. So obviously the leader cards, if I'm not mistaken, the ratio has not changed. You only get one leader per case, or two if I'm not mistaken. It really depends. Not sure how. I think the last set there were 2 leaders per case because there was a collab. I am not sure. On set 3 there was only 1 leader per case. So yeah, that's the reason why some leaders in here are a little bit more expensive. But obviously, yet again, waifu taxes. We're seeing Daria here going down in price. It was 180 if I'm not mistaken last week. I didn't talk about it, but yeah, you can kind of see here. If you want to get a cool looking leader, you probably have to pay $100+ dollars. So yeah, but you can see here some of the older ones, the people that don't like or the male characters, are just like under 50 bucks. Let's see here. Erasmus, Jeremiah, and some of the anime exclusive. Eris, why would you play Eris when you could play a bunch of other ones? And this is from set 2. So at least some leaders in here are a little more budget friendly ish. But yeah, and now looking at the tokens, I'm not looking too much into them, but well, yeah, you can kind of see some of the promos are a little bit comparatively $2, very rare. But yeah, you can see here those are the leaders, and that's pretty much it. Yet again, if you want to get into the game, I just recommend getting your hands on the starter decks and just pick your craft wisely. That's it, so you can save as much money as you can. But yeah, anyways, without further ado, thanks for watching. I'm still improving. I received some feedback, and I will slowly do some changes from here on. But I just wanted to do this quick market watch. So yeah, anyways, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week if something changes in the market.